Welcome to the Shortwave Radio channel, and just to talk about something that has been updated and is now available. So at the end of this month, October 31st, the last Sunday of the month of October, we will be moving on to the B21 schedule season. Now, why do stations change schedules? Because the seasons, the fact that the sun is not at the same angle, the days are not at the same length, you have to make changes to the frequencies that you use for your target areas. So there are two schedule seasons every year for shortwave, the A schedule and the B schedules. Now, the HFCC is the organization behind maintaining and getting all the information about the different frequencies and times of the different shortwave stations. And the reason it exists is to prevent clashes between two broadcasts, for example, that would be on the same frequency at the same time. Some countries do not go through the HFCC. An example is Radio Havana, Cuba. And of course, it clashes with other stations regularly. So there is still some of these stations that are not in here. But the majority of stations do abide by the HFCC, and you just go there for, sending out the schedules that they will use. This is tentative schedules, so these are not the official final schedules, but this is what stations plan to be using. I will actually post a link to this page in the description below the video. The file that you might be interested in is the one here called B21allx2.zip. Once you have that unzipped, what you will see is that it has different files, different text files. And you have all sorts of information in here. So you have information about, the antennas, the transmitter sites, the language used, and so on. So you can check out the different broadcasts in different types of languages, and what you want to listen to is all in here. Now, what's not super easy, and so this is the language list. What's not easy to understand here is that the HFCC does not go with the broadcaster's name most of the time, but with the owner of the transmitter site. So it makes it a little more difficult to know who's who in this list. And of course, you have organization information here, who they are, with emails and numbers and so on. The list that probably is going to be the one that you want to go through and check out what our station's going to be broadcasting on is the B21 All 00. This is going to be updated regularly. Here, this one is processed October 17th. Do not think this list is the list for winter or summer schedules, depending if you're in the northern and southern hemisphere. But the B21 schedules will be changing in here. So there will be different versions. So this one is updated 17th October. But if you look in a few days, you'll see that there's a new version that's been updated. So as stations will actually send out what frequencies they will use, you'll be able to check it out. Now, this is a tough one to understand. For if you have a hard time with EIBI, this is even worse. But you have the frequency, you have the time used, you have, of course, the transmitter site, or this says 0 zones, basically, which I'm not exactly sure what they are. But I would guess the transmitter site location, maybe. So anyways, you'll have the location here. So this is telling you WWCR, WRB, and so on. It's not the easiest list to understand who's who in here. With the power used in kilowatts, the azimuth, what direction they're broadcasting to, the days and so on, the language, ENG for English if you're looking for English, and country of the administration, USA, and so on. So, it's a tough list to go through, but if you go through it, you'll find most of your broadcasters, where they're transmitting from, and who has been or will be using what frequency, and from what time to what time in the different languages. It's the only list that you can probably get right now of, what will be broadcast starting B21. Of course, as we go through B21 at the end of the month, your favorite shortwave sites will eventually be updated, And so, but it often takes a few weeks before that works out. So I'll share the link anyways to the B21 schedules from the HFCC website, and you can go through that. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.